Here he is, the word wizard, Dr. Elmer Stapley, one of the nation's leading authorities on the meaning and derivation of English words. He's here to answer questions you listeners send in about our language and its correct use. And are you all ready to take a fling at the first question, Doctor?
Well, Mr. Elliott, your malpractice of the word fling leaves me completely spontaneous.
Oh?
According to Webster's inebriated dictionary, a fling is a type of dance most often amalgamated with Scotland.
Mm-hmm.
The best knowledge of these is the Highland fling. Therefore, enduring back to your question, we might speak of dancing a fling, but never taking a fling. Do I make myself unstable?
I think you made it that way.
Good.
Let's move to our first question here from a lady in Canada. She writes, for several years I've kept a pet reindeer in my yard. Now I want to get another one, but I'm not sure how to refer to them when I have two. What is the plural of the word reindeer?
To give a plurality to any word, you merely add an S onto the end. So obviously, in this case, it would be reindeers.
Well, I don't believe you're right on that one, Doctor. When we talk about Santa Claus, we refer to his whole team as reindeer with no S on the end.
Well, how many of them does he have?
I think he has 8, if I remember correctly.
Well, that's the difference right there. This woman only plans to have 2 of them, so it's reindeers.
I see. You sure you just want to leave it that way, huh?
Well, no, in the interest of complete accuracy, I might add that you're wrong in saying we refer to Santa's team as reindeer. We refer to them as Dancer, Prancer, Donder, Blitzen, and 4 other guys.
Okay. Well, let's move along to another question here. From a man in Louisiana.
Sure.
Says, I have a collection of Elvis Presley records, and I've often wondered about the one that's called You Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog. Isn't there something grammatically wrong with that title?
Yes, a hound is a specificated breed of dog, so making a referendum to a hound dog is really saying the same thing twice, and one of the 2 words should be subliminated.
You don't see anything else wrong with the title, Doctor. How about the phrase, You Ain't Nothing?
Well, the main thing wrong there is that it makes a terrible song title. Would you want to listen to a song that was just called You Ain't Nothing?
No, I guess not. I think the reference to the hound dog helps it, really. So let's move to a final letter. This is from another woman. She's in Oregon.
Oh.
She writes, when my doorbell rings, I never know whether it's one person or more than one out there, so am I more apt to be correct shouting, who is there or who are there?
Well, of course, you can never be sure about that, but I think the best bet is to shout, who are there? After all, we've got 3 billion people in the world now, and it's not likely that they're going to be ringing this woman's doorbell one at a time, so I recommend the plural.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. Even if there's only one person out there at the start, you have a good chance more will show up later, especially if you wait long enough to answer the door.
Well, that's right, and of course, you don't have to keep shouting when the later ones ring the bell if you've used the plural in the first place. That covers all of them, and they can just yell back when they get there.
Well, it's really quite easy to choose the correct grammatical form if you just stop to think of all those things first, isn't it?
Yes, but it's amazing how many people don't stop to think at all before they write dumb questions to me, you know?
Well, maybe just as well in your case, Doctor. If people stopped to think before they wrote you, they'd probably decide not to write. But I want to thank you anyway for stopping by to share your knowledge of the language with us.
Well, not at all. I was lubricated to come.
You seemed like you were pretty well oiled when you walked in, but that probably won't prevent us from inviting you back again. I hope all of our listeners will join us for another informative session with Elmer Stapley, the Word Wizard.